Two guys from two worlds. This is the FlipSide. New episodes uploaded on YouTube every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, your hosts, Jay and Noel. From VA to the Philippines, welcome to the FlipSide with Jay and Noel.
Yay.
Episode 69. What's up?
69.
Whoa, you're actually updating your board. Wow.
Gosh.
How are you?
I was wondering, since we're pushing 70, just to get it off my shoulders, what have you learned the past 67, 69 episodes, 68 episodes that we've been doing this?
Well, for one,
not that what have you learned, but like what pops in your head?
like, honestly, it's a lot of work. It's
Yeah?
a lot of work, honestly. Although I am learning every single time, different ways of doing things, editing videos, audio, and whatnot, how lighting works and what effects it does. I'm actually getting pretty into it. Now I'm like looking at part-time video editing, like as a part-time gig.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Never know, man. Somebody might.
Like in the middle of all of it, thinking to yourself, man, I should be charging people to do this for me. Or no, not paying people to do this for me, but I should be, I could turn this into a business.
Right. I mean, you never know. I mean, it's like wishful thinking. I'm always trying to do a side hustle as much as I can,
You know what it is for me that I've learned? It's like these little tiny quirks that I was kind of hoping nobody would recognize. And then now it's on video.
Give us an example.
Things like that. Like you noticing that I didn't change my shirt. That my shirt has a little hole on it, the other one.
I mean, that one has a hole in it too, but I didn't say anything.
This is the 25-year anniversary shirt of Cafe by the Ruins, mind you. It's
really?
Yeah.
A little plug.
Yeah, that's right. So it's near and dear to me because even though all the the edges, all the corners, on books, there's like bunny ears for really old shirts. You know how basta kumukupas na yung mga dulo. It's not made for a washing machine, I tell you that.
Right.
Some clothes to start,
I mean,
not fading, but loosening up.
Yeah. How do you feel about it, though? 69 episodes in. We're literally past the halfway point to being a century. So how are you comparing? How are you going to critique yourself from episode 1 to versus now?
Probably get a little more sleep.
Oh my God.
Work on my sleep so that so my brain doesn't you could hear my brain which reminds me, I was watching I was trying to make the sound of an old modem, by the way.
Yeah,
but
good
the
job.
the visual in my head was what do you call that when your screen is refreshing?
Buffering.
When it's buffering, yeah. Anyway, so I was watching one of the clip yesterday, the one that we were discussing a while ago,
right?
That somebody commented on. I was watching that, and and then that's why I thought about talking to you about this. By the way, so I was looking at that clip that you edited, that has like 84 views from last night. Whoop-de-doo, more than 10. So hey. I was looking at it. And the first thing that comes up to mind, like visually, editing wise, it's fine. But I was like, dude, do I really talk that slow? Like, why can't I just get my point across like in 2 seconds versus, it's like not enough sleep. So number one. And then number two, while I was watching the clip, just below it, I forgot to send you the screenshot, but just below it, I had a YouTube suggestion of how to speak clearly and just get your point across. I'll send you that screenshot right now.
That's awesome.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, it. I was seeing a lot of the improvements, not just on the show, but on the conversation as well. Although I did notice as I was editing the other day, because I was transferring some clips from one file or hard drive to the other, right?
Yeah.
But I had to figure out which one they were. So I was playing some here and there. We did go through a pretty big period, like maybe 5 or 6 episodes slump, where it just felt like it dragged like crazy. You know what I mean?
And I'm thinking, who would watch this? I wouldn't watch this for 5 minutes. Like watching it for like a minute. And can we move on, please? Look, I sent you the screenshot just below it while I was watching how to think fast and talk smart. You know?
Oh my God, that's awesome. You need to watch that.
I did, and about 10 more after that.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. It's like YouTube can tell that the person that I'm watching is talking slow and not talking smart. So that was my 2 cents after that. But hey, we're only pushing 70. Let's not celebrate just yet. What else do you have? I think
you're being hard on yourself, though. You're being hard on yourself. You're critiquing yourself too much in regards to like you're giving yourself the ick factor towards yourself when you watch the videos.
Well, you know what they said. You got to be your own worst critique. So
yes, but that's also a detriment. Oh, not a detriment. That's also a bad thing for you because it's not going to help you improve yourself.
Can you give me a second? The pancit canton was a little too spicy. I need to wipe my nose.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Back to regular programming.
So my turn to air out some grievances here. We haven't had today before the show. I had to. I asked my wife what she wanted for dinner. She told me to fry up some dumplings. So I ended up frying some regular meat dumplings, some egg rolls or spring rolls, and some japchae kimchi dumplings. Okay, so it's 3 different kinds.
Japchae daw yun.
We don't really eat a lot of that all the time. But man, today, right where we were about to eat, I saw my wife starting to eat with her hands, like use her hands to eat.
Hold on. Our TikTok/Korean expert here says it's japchae.
Whatever. Japchae, it's all the same. It's delicious. It's yummy. Let's move on.
Okay.
Although, you know what? I like that though. I don't know. The only thing I don't like about it is if you eat a little bit of it, that noodle, the clear noodle, it feels like it's getting stuck on your throat.
No, it doesn't. It just slides off.
Okay, that sounded really gross.
Yeah, yun nga. Japchae nga daw sa kanila. Japchae sa atin. O, sige.
Japchae. Okay, my wife said it's shafshay.
So shao.
She said it's shafshay. I don't know.
So it sticks to your throat?
I don't know. Here, the mic's on. If you want to say something, say something.
What's the problem with japchae? Japchae.
Japchae. According to say it. No, stop. Okay, stop, Joe. So, anyway, so right when I was about to sit down to start eating, I noticed my wife started using her hand to eat, and she was enjoying her food, and I got jealous.
Wait, she's eating noodles?
She's eating the dumplings with the thing, but she was dipping it in her vinegar with rice. Not noodles, but the dumpling, the fried dumplings. So she was like eating with her, Filipino style, eating with your hands like that,
Okay.
So I got jealous. So I started I'm like, you know what? That looks so good what she's doing, which was a bad mistake. Because
What do you
this
mean?
time around, let's just say not one piece was left. I mean, I
Oh,
cooked an entire tray. Okay. If the tray is this big and there's a dozen spring rolls and
right.
a dozen and a half of the japchae dumplings and a crap load of those, no, wontons, they're fried wontons. Oh my God. My wife was like complaining. Oh my God, I ate too much. I ate too much, which should have told me to stop eating. But did I? No. I was busy. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, that was horrible.
So you didn't do the Filipino thing and leave a little bit more for the
No, I
next
thought
person to
I was
eat?
gonna leave like 2 pieces of like spring rolls, but I was like, hell no. We're in the US, baby. I'm gonna eat it all. So needless to say, can't breathe. I'm sitting here with button off my pants, and my wife was supposed to make me coffee, but she forgot. So that's my evening so far. It was a delicious meal, but now I am again. Just can't breathe. To be honest, I'm having a hard time breathing. I mean, it's my button is like off already to a point where my zipper is halfway done because I need more give. I need more give.
Right. And you're one to call me Shamu.
Well, you know, it's okay. Anyway,
Yung langaw na yun.
what is
Kanina
going
pa
on?
lipad na lipad. We have a langaw mosquito situation here somewhere. Some mosquitoes flying around.
Anyway,
Mm.
so what's up? How you been?
That's it. I was just in the middle of turning it over to you. Take it away, Joe. Look at Mary Poppins behind you.
Ari,
Taking over the show.
come on, man. Want to say hi? Come here, say hi. Put the umbrella down and say hi. Come on.
Look at her just casually stealing the show behind you.
Speaking of this little munchkin over here, my wife is so annoyed right now of her
For what? What did you do this
because
time?
she is so clingy. It's not even funny. All right. My wife will use this bath toilet right here, and this little one is sitting right in front of her on the floor, just watching her because she won't stop and just won't let her away. Are you dancing? Wow. Wow. What about that shake it off? Shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Come on. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. No, you can't umbrella. Okay. There. It's broken. Go to the living room now. Okay, Joe, go.
Hey,
yeah.
listen, speaking of ladies and how grateful we are for them, I guess, and segueing my Cafe Bederuin shirt that I'm wearing right now that I wore to sleep, my pajamas, reminds me a couple of days ago. Remember we were talking about Solana in the Mongol Derby?
Yes.
Well, she's my friend, and then she posted a couple of things on her page. There's just a couple of things that I wanted to share with you that I really sort of appreciated.
Right.
If you don't mind, I'll share it with you.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Let's go. Let's go.
And again, she's the first Filipina, to be on the Mongol Derby. Again, it's a long distance race for horses, like 1,000 kilometers run in Mongolia.
I'm sorry. Can you just give me like 1 second to like deal with this real quick?
Let's just pretend like she's not there.
No, come on.
It's fine. Doesn't bother me.
All right, fine. Okay, go.
I bet you will get more viewers because of her umbrella.
She's like It's not. I don't mind that. It's the singing that's attached to it. Because I'm hearing.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering what the song was. Is there a song that she's singing in the background? Because it's drowned out by your microphone. What's the song?
She's like, "We wish you a Merry Christmas."
Wow, Christmas
Louder, louder. Can you hear her?
No, I can't. That's so funny.
Oh, you can't hear. Oh, it's not on.
No, it's not.
Oh well. Sorry, Joe. It's not working.
You didn't connect it. Not connected to the computer.
It's gonna take forever. I don't want to deal with it. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Sol. What's her full name? Sol what?
Solana Perez.
Yes. Thank you, babe.
It's just funny that when I share this with you, and then I took, there's like live updates that she's in second place, etc. Kind of detracted me from the idea that from why she was joining. Anyway, I'll just read it. But whole point is, I had this. Anyway, I'll just read it first. So on August 14, 5 p.m. local time, this is what she posted a couple of days ago. As I traveled through Mongolia, I fell more and more in love with the land, with the horses, with the people. After years and years of waiting finally arrived, I realized that I wanted nothing more than to take my time. I wanted to touch every flower, sit on every smooth rock, wade through every stream. Even before the Derby began, I made up my mind. Mongolia doesn't exist to break anyone, and I certainly didn't want to travel through it with the expectation that it was going to break me. As it has nurtured its people and encouraged their legendary hospitality and birthed their incredible culture, I hope that so too would it nurture and sustain me. And it has. That's about half of it. I'll read you the rest maybe later. But the whole point is, I just remembered when I sat down talking to her a couple of years before she did the race.
Right.
But I was asking her, like, why do you want to do this kind of a race? Such a long one. And she was telling me that, it's a personal thing, like personal Mount Everest kind of thing. And I just love the way that she wrote it, because it reminded me of that conversation where she basically sort of indirectly was telling me that it's really not a race for her. It's really sort of more like a mountaintop to a summit to reach. Personally, not because she's trying to beat or be the first. She just happens to be the first Filipina, in the moon, in Mongolia, to do that race.
Is she almost at the finish line?
The race is done, and I think she finished. I don't know where she finished. The whole point is that she finished the race. There's just races like that, I guess. Yeah. I guess like the Ironman, they say that the whole point is to finish.
Correct.
And not necessarily to win any category or anything like that. And I just love how she ended the race still with that in mind, because it's so easy to be in the race and to be lost in the idea of the fact that it's a race. And there, I just wanted to share that I really, what's the word, appreciate her, or really congratulate her. I'm proud of her for being able to do it, and for being able to remember that she's not doing it to compete, but she's doing it to finish, something that she started. Again, she started writing, back when she was really young, 3, 4, 5 years old. And, I guess as someone that started something that young, I guess it would be really fulfilling to finish a race, to finish. Gosh, I don't want to call it a race, but to
it's a journey.
To finish something that she started. Yeah.
It's a journey.
Like that. Just said it so eloquently. If you don't mind, I'll finish the rest of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gifted me with friendships and brief moments that effortlessly and naturally pierced my heart. More than my hydration system breaking down, and she showed some pictures on her post, more than bad luck at the hours Oh, here's another thing that I forgot to share with you when I was talking to you about it. More than bad luck at the horse lottery. So when you get to the, she was just telling me, that when you get to the next town or the next
The checkpoint.
checkpoint, there's a lottery of horses. Meaning
Right.
you can't just you still have to bid if the family is going to allow you to take their horse, and if there are other races there that you'll bid against. You know what I mean? It's like it's a
Yeah.
gamble on what kind of horse you're going to be able to take.
Right.
This is the true reason I stuck to the back of the pack during the Derby. Deep in my soul, I knew that I focused on placing or winning or even just racing. I might have broken under the pressure and emerged a very different person. As it is, I do feel changed, but I do not feel diminished. I feel loved. I will forever treasure the memories made with all the people I meet. Thank you, Mongolia. And thank you for sheltering me in the warm and strong arms of your people under your eternal blue sky.
Wow.
And yeah, so she finishes that post saying that, if you want to follow the full minute by minute update of the race, it's all on her Instagram.
Right. Right.
You'll find a pretty good recap there. So yeah, it's just I'm just really proud of her. She's like in her late or early 20s, I think, and she, is, like in my mind, it's like she's like a younger sister for me in a sense, like
Yeah.
a really distant younger sister from another mother, so to speak. And we're all proud of her. Speaking of which, that's another thing that I forgot to mention about Easy Mill when he got signed with Eminem from
Eminem,
Solana,
right.
from the
Yeah.
Mongol Derby to Easy Mill. Can you imagine a whole country is behind him now?
Yeah.
Yun
I
lang.
mean, well, if you think about it though, it's a blessing and a curse. It could be, depending on how he handles it. And only he can make that determination on how the outcome is going to be.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. I'm
Well,
sure
it's
it's
a
exciting,
huge
but
pressure.
huge
It all
pressure at
depends
the
on
same
how
time.
he handles himself as well. Just like Manny Pacquiao.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, a whole country all of a sudden on your shoulders.
that's right.
It's a
That's right.
responsibility that he's didn't ask for, or none of them asked for, but I guess it comes with it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if he didn't ask for it. I think it's part of the dream, to be successful and to be on that kind of a stage.
Well, I don't mean it like that. I mean it in a way where it comes with the territory of being Filipino,
Mm-mm.
and then all of a sudden being in a world stage.
Yeah.
It's a big difference between having your entire nation and your entire culture on your shoulder, as opposed to as a representative to the whole world, as opposed to just being a popular entertainer or something. Big difference. Comparing him to, like, I don't know, maybe Andrew E. Different kind of levels of popularity and whatnot.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm thinking Andrew E from the toilet to the studio.
I mean, I'm not exactly looking at it that way, but
Apples
stay
and
up. oranges. Yeah.
But did you ever hear his I don't know how many hit singles he has, but the one I'm familiar with is his Banyo Queen. Are you familiar with that?
No, but I was, when he was making it big is when we really left the
Oh,
Philippines. Like Humanap Ka ng Pangit was like staple back then. I still, kung gusto mong lumigaya ang iyong buhay, humanap ka ng pangit at ibigin mong tunay. Sige ka, something, something, whatever.
wow.
Ah,
And I thought, It Bulaga was the only Filipino song that you knew.
oh, come on, man. Really?
When I got back, I think Banyo Queen was just tapering off, or it was still fresh in people's mind. So when
Well,
people would ask me, what kind of songs do you listen to? I was like, oh, I like to listen to rap and hip hop.
mm,
Oh, you might like Andrew E. And then I
big
listened to Andrew
difference.
E. Banyo
Yeah,
Queen. I was like, oh, okay.
when I got here, I still tried to like keep in track in regards to Filipino music and whatnot. But I think what kind of killed it to me was Michael V. I remember it. You know, his supposed rebuttal to Andrew E. Yung panlaban niya kay Andrew E. I forget the name of the title, but the song, but ang ganda-ganda niya. What was this?
There's so many reaction videos now off of Easy Mail being signed. And then there's also like a diss track. Did you ever
Yeah.
hear that diss track from Melly Mel? I think I forget. I don't know the name of the guy.
No, I don't know. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Because there's a song that Easy Mail and Eminem came out with, and then
Right.
Eminem dissed an old an 80s rapper that a been that done that kind of rapper, and then he rebutted back, and then there were also a whole bunch of reaction videos to that rebuttal, and it just sounded so 80s, and so people were like, what is he for real? Is this his rebuttal to Eminem kind of thing? And it was just not good.
Right.
Not good.
Well,
So
I want to.
it was just turned into a flop.
Can
But-
we jump ship here and talk about something else?
Yeah, I was about to say, save me. That's about
So here's
all I've got
here's
for
one
you
thing
today.
that's been one thing I wanted to talk about that's kind of been popping up on my YouTube feed.
Hmm.
So you know how we talked about passport bros, or all these
Yeah.
international men going to the Philippines and whatnot, right?
Right on.
So there's this thing that's popping up all over YouTube. I don't want to dub it as passport hoes, but
Well, let's clarify. It's not just for the Philippines, though. Yeah, it's Western men going to.
well, this is different. We're talking about Western women, European
Right.
women.
No, well, what I meant
going
was for
to the
passport
Philippines.
bros, not just to the Philippines. It's like any other
yeah,
country
international.
that. Mm,
But this one specifically, I didn't realize there's like a big thing right now where all these international women are holding long distance relationships with Filipino men and then eventually moving there or visiting there. It's
okay.
insane. So I took the liberty of doing a YouTube search of like international women moving or long distance relationship with Filipino men, right?
Mm,
There's all of these vlogs, I kid you not, of like international women having either a long distance relationship with Filipino men or
Mhm.
moving there already.
mhm.
After looking at 15 or 16 different vlogs of all these relationships,
Uh,
I stopped counting. I gave up counting. I'm like, that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's in a good way. Don't get me wrong. It's a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing, but I'm saying it in a good way, all with positive vibes, nothing negative about it.
mhm.
But I just found it interesting how these it's not just the other way around. It's not just international men with Filipino women. It's international women with Filipino men.
Mhm. Yeah.
So-
Well, the internet has made the world more accessible, smaller.
Are you okay?
From businesses to what do you mean?
You have like a sudden jump.
You're
Like,
talking about
from before we started and hit record to now, you look
What?
like you sunk down or something, or like there's something bothering you. Or there's like something you're like so quiet all of a sudden.
What do you mean? I was just reacting to what you were saying.
Okay, all
That
right.
The you're referring to from passport bros to passport women.
Yeah.
The internet has made the world so much more accessible to anywhere you want to go in the world, from having business relationships to romantic relationships all across the world.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's kind of interesting how it's not just one way where it's the men going to the Philippines for the women. It's actually the other way
Right.
around as well, which
Right.
says a lot about Filipino men, I guess. Like for example, there's this couple, Vikachka and Eugene. She's a Russian, or I don't know where she's
Yeah.
from, Ukrainian maybe. Uh,
Czechoslovakian, I think.
okay, so
Somewhere.
you know who I'm talking about.
I might. I might.
Yeah, and the Filipino guy, it's interesting how they have they've been vlogging their life and how they actually got married this year from what it looks like. And
Oh.
huh?
Oh.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. There's also another um lady or girl, woman with a long distance relationship with a guy from the Philippines. It's
Mm.
another vlog called Go with Flo, and Flo is from Croatia. Wow,
Mm.
that's it's kind of interesting. Anyway, that's just very few of the ones that I found, and it's interesting how I
Is
guess it's
it is it the long distance? What's bigger? Like, there are more long distance relationships, or are the women coming to the Philippines, or the Filipino men going to their country? What's
it's
sort of
mainly
the
the women going to the Philippines.
moving to the Philippines? Yeah.
Yeah, it's mainly the women moving to the Philippines. I mean, Flo looks like this Go with Flo girl, the Croatian girl, looks like she's having a long distance relationship with this Filipino, and I don't know if well, it looks like from the last couple of videos she's planning to move to the Philippines, or at least to visit. But this Vikachka and Eugene, she's moved to
Mm.
the Philippines already. I mean,
Mm, mm,
she actually speaks some Tagalog already, from what I saw, at least in the videos that I saw.
mm,
And
mm.
I just thought that it was kind of interesting how it doesn't just go one way, you know?
I think that's just YouTube working its algorithm on us. You know, we
Yeah.
clicked, we clicked on Passport Bros one day, we got more Passport Bros, and then a couple of months later, it started feeding us Passport Women. I
Yeah,
think
that's true.
it's just a matter of maybe the algorithm thinking, oh, they're probably getting bored of the Passport Bros.
Hmm.
Oh no, let's give them like the next best thing, or the next thing behind that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just interesting to me. It was, I just didn't think that it was almost as even. It's probably not as even, but it's there. Says a lot about Filipino relationships, though. Now the question there is: are these Filipino guys maybe scamming those girls, or and vice versa, the Filipino girls or women scamming the other people as well? Who knows? You just have
I
to be
don't think so.
positive.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there are scammers like that, but I don't think so.
yeah, yeah,
Majority of Filipino, I would like to think, are out for like true love, or at the very least, you could say maybe to try to get a green card, or get out of the Philippines, for example. But they're also moving in here. I think it's really just a matter of real, genuine love. Speaking of fortunate or unfortunate Filipinos, however, there was something in the news yesterday that I saw. Somebody was, regular blue collared worker working in, let's say, like a Jollibee or something like that, is trying to earn. He kept alcancha. You know what that is, right? Piggy bank.
no, no. A what?
Piggy bank. So
What do you call it?
alcancha.
Alcancha.
Uh,
No, Alkansha.
can you use the microphone?
Alkansha.
Alcan.
Alcancha.
Yeah.
AC
piggyback.
saying AC saying Alkan Shah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shah or Cha?
Sabi mo, Chay. Alkan siya.
Alkansha.
Alkan Shah. Okay, but it's a piggy bank.
Yeah. So he's saving money, not putting it in the bank because he's only dropping in like 100 pesos.
You're right.
He's earned up to like 20 plus thousand already. Long story short, after 3 months of dropping money in there, he's got like 20 something thousand pesos.
Wow.
And 14,000 of it was eaten by termites.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a waste.
So there was this, I think it was a TikTok or a YouTube, Facebook video, whatever video that he was taking, like opening up the alcancha. And it was one of those ones that was made out of a cardboard box. So the top layer was lata. You know, it was a tin can at the top, but the sides of the alcancha was made out of
wood.
No, not wood. The cardboard box.
Cardboard.
Para siyang ano,
what?
Pringles. Remember the Pringles?
Like Pringles. Yeah, the way Pringles are designed, you know, the top and the bottom are like plastic but the center tube itself.
Yeah.
So that's 14,000 pesos down the line.
That sucks. Poor guy, man. I mean, he's probably been working hard for it, and then all of a sudden, it's gone.
Out of Anay. And the funnier part of the story, I think, was that they were just cleaning, and then somebody sort of bumped it, I think, and then like all this abo or all the uod came out. So they thought that it was just one piece, and then another piece came out, and another piece came out, and then they realized that the whole thing just
that
really
sucks. That's
unfortunate. You know, another one of those, you know, you're trying to save up an honest living, and here goes the termites.
Why didn't he use a can if that's the case? Like an actual can.
That's like, lesson learned. So that's what he was saying at the end of the video. Use glass or a wine bottle or a can or a plastic alcancha.
You know those Milo cans or the Nido cans with the steel top as well?
That's exactly what it looked like, except it was cardboard on the side, probably made in China.
Yeah.
So
that's
lesson learned.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
That's all I got for that. Yeah, he didn't have time, or he couldn't open a bank account, or for one reason or another. You know, it was his right to want to keep it under his bed. So that's what he did.
I wouldn't do that though, because what if something happens? What if you catch fire? Or what if somebody throws it out accidentally?
Speaking of which, 106 people killed in the Maui's wildfires.
Yeah. That sucks. I mean, have you seen the videos on these?
Not much, but
so Maui is situated on the side of the island where it's geographically, it looks like it's slanting down, right? Leading to the ocean. Okay. The fire has literally engulfed the entire city. It was so big that based on recent or most current estimates, they're looking at close to $5.5 billion worth of damages to the city. Okay. Houses and houses and houses burned.
It's funny though. Whenever you hear about fires, it's always like California, but you never hear anything from Maui. What do you know how it started?
Yeah. So basically, I don't have the full details yet, but based on current or up to date investigations, it has something to do with the electrical. So now they're investigating it's supposedly caused by the main electric company of Maui, Hawaii Electric or something.
Wow.
So they don't know exactly where yet, but there's some kind of speculations of where, and it just with the wind picking up so much, the fire just spread. It got so bad that people were running out of places to go to avoid the fire,
Mm.
that they had to run towards the water
Mhm.
and then jump into the water just so
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
they don't
heard a
get
little
burned.
bit about that.
Yeah. And as of yesterday, I think it was like 106 or 108
Yeah.
fatalities, but they're only able to they're only able to ID or verify 3 or 4 identities so far. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah. What is she saying?
nothing. Were you saying something?
Natira doon yung ano, no? Yung, ang buong natira lang doon yung church.
Oh, yeah. Is this true?
What?
Like in the whole fire, there's a church in the middle that didn't get burnt.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah.
You know the name of the church? What's that? It sounded like a miracle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got fire all over the place, and then this just one church in the middle somehow didn't get burnt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ayan, no? Church.
Maui, they're calling it now the Maui Church miracle. Can you
Well,
click on a photo? Let's have a look.
the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layo naman kasi. The church is so far from
Kaya naman pala.
the church is so far from fire reaching it.
Hmm. Yeah, so they're saying it's 106 fatalities, or 110 now. 110 fatalities, and the amount of damage that was just done to the entire city was just horrible. Where now families are trying to go back so that they can see if there's anything left at all, if they can salvage anything. So there's a lot of the hotels were turned into what do you call that? Like, I guess like a refugee camp in a way for the displaced residents, because there's thousands and thousands of homes that were burned down and they had nowhere else to stay.
Has it been contained already, or is it still burning as we speak?
It's mainly contained already. So that right now, from what the lady that got interviewed this morning, who's part of the fire department, is saying, is they're trying to just keep everything as damp as possible. Because they don't want anything to get out of hand again, just in case, type of thing.
Yeah. Crazy.
Okay.
Crazy how something like this can happen still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not negligence or anything like that, right? But it's just how something small. Did it start like simultaneously, like several fires all at the same time, or was it just one fire that spread?
From what I know, it's just spread drastically. Because it was also very windy when it started. Apparently, the winds were just a big factor to it, and it was all heading towards the water as well. So everything was just out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere, but it just wildfire just crawled pretty quick, basically.
Yeah.
What's crazy is people were literally jumping into the ocean just to get away because it was so hot and they had nowhere else to go.
Right. So there's that. And then there's a church in the middle that didn't get burnt.
Well, I don't know anything about that church. But that's every time there's some kind of natural disaster though with a in a city, it seems like it's always the church or a church that ends up standing up. You know
like
what I
a
mean?
miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catholic Church on Maui survives killer wildfire. Hey, speaking of killer, can I just go back to Easy Mill real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. We're all over the place today anyway, so it doesn't matter.
His real name is Ezekiel Miller, right? And then
Ezekiel.
he's Ezekiel Miller. So he said, I wanted to take out the keel part. So it's just easy. And
Yeah.
he took out the keel part. And then it's Miller. He wanted to take out the lur part. So he took out the killer part. Killer. No,
Uh,
didn't.
so he took out the bad parts, basically.
Yeah.
The negative aspects of his name, because his name is Ezekiel Miller.
I heard
All
that
right.
in an interview somewhere. It sounded much better when I heard it than when I actually shared it with you. So can you just edit that part out?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut a lot of this out because it's dragging like hell. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know why.
Is it my fault?
What?
What do you think? You opened it up a while ago by saying, "Oh, I don't know what happened to you, but you sound."
Well,
like
you had okay. Well, you had a. It's like honestly, you had a sudden change in mood from what before we start to when we started a little bit to like on. It seemed like you were preoccupied and bothered.
What is he talking about?
Ano ka? Tahimik.
Tahimik? Nakikinig. I'm listening.
Yeah, but you're not focusing on the topic.
I'm not focusing on the topic.
No, you look like you were bothered and that you're preoccupied with something.
Is it that's what it looked like. Water? Look, I'm drinking water with a little
Jason.
I'm drinking water with a little remnants of coconut bits and pieces from yesterday's drink.
I can't hear you.
Gutom yan.
Punyemas.
Maybe
kulang yung pagkain.
I had pancit canton a while ago. Or
yeah, but kulang yon.
Kulang, kailangan yata ng ano.
We ran out of coffee.
Kailangan ng mabigat.
Walang coffee. Ano oras ka ba natulog kagabi? What time did you go to bed?
Alauna.
So, last night, mga 1:30 natulog ka. The night before, you were awake at 4 a.m. I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know. What the other day when you went to bed at 4 a.m., what time did you wake up?
2 p.m.
That's why you're.
I'm gonna turn down your mic.
That's why.
Too loud.
Now turn your mic down. That's why you're like that. Seriously, your body is all out of sync, all out of whack.
Or, as I was saying, after 69 episodes, 68, 69 episodes, listening to myself talk, I realized I talk too much. So somewhere in the middle of this
episode, you don't talk enough. Look at all the episode.
In the middle of this episode, somehow I realized maybe I should listen to Jason more.
If you look at the first 10 episodes, it was great. It was actual back and forth conversation. All of a sudden, you're like up and down, up and down, up and down. Because you know what? Half of it is because your face is on the freaking computer, like clicking, clicking, clicking. Nah. The truth hurts. Although the flip side of things is your lips is very red today. Naksa, nag-lipstick ka ba? Wow. The duck look. Is that what they call it there? The duck look. You go.
Oh gosh, I didn't know I could do that.
Go, oh, show the duck look. Show the duck look. Yeah. You're supposed to say hi. No, come on. Don't yell. Don't say hi.
'Cause I'm a model. I know what I want.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go away. Go away.
What else you got?
Model, you know what I mean? Because I do a little go
on the catwalk.
On
the catwalk.
On the catwalk. Yeah, because I do my little. 'Cause I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy it hurts. 'Cause I'm too sexy for my body. Too sexy for my body. And you. Bagay sa'yo. Bagay sa'yo. Mas bagay sa'yo kasi mistiso ka eh. Nakso. Oh, ego trip. Ego trip. Guapings. Ladies and gentlemen, here, live broadcasting with Noel de la Rosa. Is he Filipino? Is he Hispanic? Is he Croatian? We're kind of all over the place here. Hey, can we talk about Netflix?
What's new on Netflix? We were watching
Everything. It sucks. So my wife and I were talking about it the other day, actually. Ngayon, so dati, before, look, I just translated it like different ways. Ngayon, dati, before, Netflix was the shit. Netflix was good, right?
Yeah.
All the good movies. There's new movies coming out with the big actors and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you turn it on, it's riddled, and I mean riddled with reality TV. Not just KTV, like Korean drama or reality TV or Japanese reality shows, American shows too. Even it's annoying. It's either what's that show, Beb, that the Love is Blind.
Napanood na natin.
Right, but so Love is Blind thing. There's like a Spanish version. There's also a
Korean.
if there's a Korean, a Japanese version. It's all of these reality TV, and there's like spin-offs, for it as well. There's Love Island. All right, there's like it's like another.
Yung Korean yan, di ba?
Did your daughter or your son grab a hold of your Netflix account?
No, see, that's the thing, though. It wasn't just like that before, but now it's riddled with reality TV, and there's way too many options now. There's too many cases. Hold on, are you still using it?
Not your account, but we were at the hostel the other night because of the meeting, and then after visiting my son and everything. So we weren't using your account. We were using the hotel's account.
Right.
And we were looking for something to watch. And one of the things that was suggested to us, first Tin was looking at it like, oh, it looks like something about nature or what. And it's called The Mist.
Oh my God, yeah.
Ano na naman yan eh. UFO na naman siguro yan. Mukhang nakakatakot eh. So at first I thought it was just going to be like a horror thing, but turns out I was right that it was a UFO thing. It's like, why is this UFO thing? Oh, because of the UFO hearings recently. It is like a 2007 movie. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Mark Wahlberg, Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, the character.
No. I don't think it was.
character nila is sa Walking Dead. Remember
No,
that?
but I don't think it was Mark Wahlberg. Someone else.
It is Mark Wahlberg.
No, well, the version that we saw was not
Mga tauhan sa
Mark Wahlberg.
Well, it might be different. It might be but I know which one you're talking about though. But anyway, it's a pretty good movie. The Mist.
Yeah.
I liked
Not
it.
the one that we were looking at. But yeah, it was all right. We actually didn't finish it. Fell asleep, too tired for the day.
So I typed in The Mist, right? On the search bar because I'm on Netflix right now. You know what comes up? The Mistress.
It's a Stephen King novel.
Yeah. No, The Mistress with Derek Ramsey or whatever.
Oh, yeah. With Ann Curtis?
Yeah. Well, I don't know who they are. So that's another thing that's being filled in our Netflix. It's like a bunch of old Filipino movies.
Oh.
So The Mistress with John Lloyd.
Bea Alonzo.
Yeah. The one we were looking at cast was Thomas Jane, Marcia Gay, Harden. Marcia Gay Harden.
Yeah, it's that one. That's the same one that I was talking about. I was wrong. It wasn't Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg there. Yeah. Okay.
So there's a row in Netflix, an entire section of like Japanese shows and then Korean shows and then Tagalog movies or Filipino movies. There's actually like, I don't know if obviously in your side there's a lot, I'm sure, but here there's like starting to become a lot of options for Filipino movies in Netflix. You know, yung mga Tagalog movies like the John Lloyd and Sarah Hieronymo Love Team. All their movies are here. And it's there's a lot of like love, romantic comedy, whatever movies. There's a love story. There's the love affair. There's the love of my life.
Puro Tagalog.
They're starting over again. A second chance. It's all about relationships, you know?
Okay.
It's getting old. Like all their Filipino options, it's literally about love team, or love show.
I think that's just us getting old. Our taste is changing.
Yeah, but they can't be like all the movies are always like this. No other woman. One more try. She's the one. Unmarried wife. Always be my wife. Oh my God, it's getting old. Anyway, and it's just getting hard and hard to watch movies in Netflix. You know, the last good movie or big movie that came out in Netflix that I saw was the one with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds. You know, the what is it called again? Red Notice.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see that one? That was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, natapos ko yun.
Kept coming up. Yeah, I didn't follow it. You watched it?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So it's oh, and Adam Sandler movies too. You know, he's had like a bunch of new Adam Sandler movies on Netflix, but besides that, for the most part, when they come out with a new movie, one good one every 3 months, maybe, it's a bunch of reality shows, and it's always about like dating reality shows, you know, and it's getting annoying.
1 year na yata yan.
Huh?
1 year na yan. Last year pa yan eh.
Well, I don't know. But did you ever get into the Terrace House?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't watch that Terrace House?
No. Like I watched like 2 minutes of it and I'm like, no, not for me.
Well, I kind of got into it, you know. Oh, it was kind of cool. I watched all of it. I did see all of it though, from like all 4 seasons, from Tokyo, Japan to the Hawaii and then back to the Japan or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is it about? It's like, is it a dating reality show thing?
No, it's literally, it's their version of the real world where 6 strangers or 8 strangers, 6 to 7 strangers stuck in a house or put in a house living together. But you know how the real world, it's all about this and that, whatever. Oh, yeah, let's go drink, let's go party. No, but the Japanese version, it's all about their future, the steps that they need to take and all that stuff, you know, which is kind of cool. But yeah.
Yeah. No, the one that Tin here got me into was, I don't know yung pinapanood natin, no?
The Glory.
No. The reality dating show that we were watching. The Island.
Yeah, The Island.
Did you ever watch that?
Korean Island. Yeah, I remember that.
So here, I couldn't watch it, but I ended up watching the Inferno.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Inferno rin ba yun?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a
Singles Inferno.
Singles Inferno.
Yeah. Hanggang season 3 yata yung...
Me, I really ended up watching it because I was always curious what was at the like the paradise place that everybody wants to go to.
I was like, I kept watching it too because of that, actually. Like, what are they gonna do? What kind of paradise are they talking about? It's just a hotel.
Yun nga, but at the island, it's so much emphasized because at the island, they're eating what? Pancit Canton and kimchi. But when they get to the hotel, you know, they get to order and eat whatever it is that they want to order.
Yeah, but if you really look at the food that they were eating, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not
Not that
that
bad.
bad.
Not that bad, meaning it's not that good or not
No,
that bad.
it's not bad. It's not
Yeah.
bad. I'd eat it.
Oh, you mean at the island?
Yes, they get ingredients and they cook it. It's not like they have to eat and catch a frog and eat it.
Yeah, pero yun nga, for Koreans, I'm sure that's like a big deal. Like, ew, we have to cook our own rice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Like, oh, we have to fend for ourselves.
Oh, mag-iigib ng water. Parang,
Who's going to get the water? Ooh.
Hold on. Those are they is that Korean Singles Inferno or Japanese?
yeah, it's Korean.
Korean.
I gotta admit though, those dudes in that show are good looking as F.
Ayun na nga eh. Tapos they're gonna get their hands dirty by getting water.
I
Tapos
mean,
palit ng
come
palit ng damit.
Like, yeah, and
Pero wait,
each-
what? You go to a beach. Where do you ever see a Filipino go to a beach with white clothes?
and
Yeah.
you notice the tents that they have there are like air conditioned tents.
Were they
There's-
really?
Their sleeping quarters are air conditioned. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a regular tent.
No.
Yeah, there are no windows.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Bougie.
really, it's like
And then,
glamping. They're not like in an island lit.
Yeah,
like
they're
sleeping in a hammock.
exactly. That's exactly what it is. Glamping.
nagka-issue yata sila about sa,
Oh yeah, but there was one issue on the first
the first
series.
season.
Did you see that one?
Which one?
Did you know about that?
About the bag.
No,
the
there was
coats.
this one of the girls. I think she was even. Is she the one that won?
Yeah.
One of the top contending single ladies there, if not the one that won.
So my wife and I were
Laughing at-
watching it, right? So
Mm.
my wife and I were complaining, who the hell does that and goes to a beach like that? But my wife will say, I want her bag.
Right. So after that season came out, like Louis Vuitton and
Chanel.
Chanel and these high brands were like, we never issued those bags. Those are fake.
Right.
So there was this
Yeah.
there was this whole thing about Chanel and I think basta these big name brands,
Yeah.
something to do with asking Netflix to take that show out because those bags are not like real bags that so they're all this whole thing about big name brands that this girl was wearing. So on the next episode it's obvious like they were really careful not to be wearing any logos or anything like
Right,
that on
right.
any of their main characters.
Well, those bags could have been personally bought though.
No, but according to the brands, they weren't. They didn't
Fake.
make anything like that.
Oh. I just found it
So-
funny that every girl there, for some reason, seems to be a model as their profession.
Yeah.
Right. Yun na nga. So that's the whole thing. It was more interesting for us to see like
Yeah.
how do they handle themselves. Kasi yun parang they're supposed to get their own water, cook their own food, and
Right.
too bad, eat pancit canton.
Mm.
Like, and then everybody is supposed to get to the hotel. Like it's such a big thing. But
Do you remember the
but yeah.
TV show Survivor?
Yeah, yun na nga, total opposite of this.
Right. But wasn't there a Survivor Philippines?
Wala
Yeah,
na.
there was.
Wala na survival dito sa Philippines.
No, I mean yung actual American show. They actually
Yeah.
filmed it in the Philippines,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, in some island somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it can't be that kind of a remote island, though. I mean, it looked like a freaking resort.
Mm.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
I don't think I saw it.
I think I saw a couple of episodes. It's been a while. I never got into that show too, though, for some reason.
Okay.
But it's in Netflix if you want to watch it.
Is that what you're looking at now?
Southern Survival.
No, not Southern Survival. That's a different show. Survivor.
Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whatevs. I mean, all I'm saying is, like, my wife and I have gotten very selective and don't really watch Netflix as much as we used to. It's very selective now because only if they come out with like big movies or big actors or whatever. Madaming ano eh, parang mga low budget movies.
Mm.
But right now she's watching the what's her name? Johnny Depp and Amanda Heard
Movie
case, you know, the divorce case.
on Netflix.
There's a documentary on Netflix right now.
Oh,
There is? Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I want to get on that one.
It came out like a couple days ago, and it's actually kind of funny. They've
Oh,
made
I
it
wanna-
very. It's ridiculous. The whole. I mean, I don't know if you followed it. Remember, we talked about it a couple times where,
Yeah, I followed it like a
basically-
hawk.
yeah, they ridiculed Amanda Heard's lawyer or legal
Amber.
team, or Amber Heard, and they're doing that now. I mean, she's been watching it. I don't know if she's done with it.
bakit wala pa sa...
Oh, that's weird. It's not here yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not
in
there
the
yet.
Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out. My wife's watching it already.
Give me the password to your account so I can watch it.
Yeah. No, but
Play
yeah,
tayo ng
now
movie.
rarely watch Netflix. Like I said, it's just there's too many.
On your phone.
There's just too many like small movies, and it seems like Netflix just riddled their channel with whatever movie that you know is sold to them,
Yeah.
or TV show or stand-up comedy or whatnot,
Is it called Depp versus Heard?
something like that.
Yeah, with a poopy emoji in the front.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Okay. It's loaded
I
and
heard
ready to
it.
go
I heard
after this
Amber Heard.
Are you serious?
after this episode.
Are you guys actually watching it?
I'm gonna look into it. Yeah.
I think it
Got me
is
excited.
called Depp versus. Yeah, Depp versus Heard. Yeah,
Yeah. With the
That's
poopy
definitely
emoji for their thumbnail.
yeah. So my wife's watching it. She's almost done with it, I think. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm such a sucker for this girl.
What else you got?
I think that's it for me this today.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If somebody gave you a free ticket, would
Did
you go to
somebody
outer-
give me a free ticket?
if somebody gives you a free ticket,
To what?
would you go to outer space?
See,
Like if somebody said, "Okay, I'll treat you to skydiving lessons and skydiving, blah blah blah," I said, okay, yeah, I'll do it.
it depends. It all depends. If I was single, yeah, I'd any time, any day. Get me a free skydiving class or a free ticket to space, just to be able to and then come back down and experience it. Yeah, definitely. But now, even though it's a once in a lifetime thing, my value for my family supersedes anything.
You'd
You
be
know.
like, Netflix, I'll be missing the shows. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to miss my Netflix shows.
I get. I'm gonna sound really sappy here, okay? But when I'm apart from my wife and my family, I get.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna
Well-
say lonely, but I miss them too much.
Okay, here's another question for you before we wrap this up. Tickets for your entire family, and the airplane can the space shuttle can only can fit your entire family.
No,
So you
probably
could-
no. No.
Still no,
Well,
because
I don't want to risk anything. I right now I don't want to risk anything in regards to losing my family.
Because my next question would have been, I mean, if you said yes, you'll take your entire family to the space shuttle, do like a quick, tourist flight to space. which by the way is where this is coming from. The first tourist flight to space just happened recently. If you could take your family, my next question to you was going to be, if there were only enough seats for your entire family except for one person, who would be left behind?
Oh man.
Sinong taong bahay? Who are you gonna ask to stay home?
Dog.
Probably me.
Peanut.
Yeah, but probably me. I'd want all of them to experience it. But I'd see that's hard because I'd be separate from them. What if something happens? Yada yada yada. You know? What about you? Would you go?
Here's the thing. It's only 45 minutes.
Yeah, but a lot can happen in 45 minutes. One way up, one way down. Which means there's literally only two ways something could go wrong.
All right.
Well, you didn't answer the question. What about you? Would you go?
Yeah, at least something for my Instagram. Yeah, my Instagram's so dead right now. My Facebook's so.
Take a selfie.
So, yeah, exactly right. So
it depends what kind of food they have. Oh no, but it's only 45 minutes an hour. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would. Even if I was single or I had no family, I don't think I would. I'd probably chicken out.
So apparently, a lot like the expeditions to the ocean and everything is like this long haul, or unlike it rather. The Ocean Gate. Remember, there were the CEO was like looking for people to join, right?
Right.
Like desperately looking for people to join his expedition.
Right.
For the first flight to space, these were tickets that was like years and years bought way in advance, and only 5 people, like one person won it from a lottery, the other person it's another like $500,000 just to get on.
Yeah, I know that one of the NSYNC guy has a ticket for that.
Oh really?
Yeah, apparently this one of them supposedly, it was on the news a long time ago. I actually purchased a ticket. So
anyway, so I saw that first flight and I was like, I'm too chicken to do that.
Yeah.
It's like I would do skydiving, but going to space, parang. But I don't know. You're also just sitting there. You're not like in the middle of the elements. And if something happens,
still different
it's happen
though.
Fast.
Have you? See, I don't even know. I don't even think I'd go skydiving. Because I've actually done bungee jumping. I've bungee jumped once in my life. Okay. I had to get kicked on the back for me to get off the bridge. I literally told the person, kick me. So he kicked me and I fell off. And it was fun. Would I do it again? Hell no.
And you really wouldn't have jumped off by yourself?
No, I wouldn't have. I mean, I wanted to at that time, I was literally over a bridge, holding myself to the side like this.
Yeah.
I wanted to experience it. I wanted to do it. So I told the person, kick me.
Was it the attendant?
Like, no. Huh?
Or was it the attendant? Your girlfriend?
No, it was my brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But so he kicked me, and then it was great. It was a great experience, once in a lifetime. Literal meaning of once in a lifetime. Would I do it again? No. I don't think I can do it again.
In Singapore, I remember I did the opposite of the bungee jump.
What'd you do?
Was like a slingshot.
Oh, the slingshot. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, whoa.
Yeah. You did that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was for the TV show. So I did a lot of crazy things because of that TV show. From scuba diving to that slingshot.
I don't think I can. See, with skydiving, it looks really fun. But the fact that there is nothing connecting me from myself to anything or the ground,
Right.
it just, the only thing that's holding me is literally a sheet with ropes tied up to it.
Yeah.
And it's scary. I can't. At least with bungee jumping.
Hi, Arya.
Hi.
Hi. She's
You
ready
done?
for the sun.
No.
Are you done?
No.
What do you mean?
Aren't
no?
you guys supposed to be getting ready for bed? What time is it now?
Why are you breathing so hard? Don't breathe too hard. Don't. No, don't lick it. Just say hi. So tell them what you did today.
I think my
That you played with mom? Why are you being quiet now?
because you're talking to somebody.
I am talking about but when we're talking you earlier and there's nobody around, you're yelling all the time. Okay, go. No, don't pull that. Go to mama first, please. Let me finish here.
All
Love you.
right. Let's
Sorry.
wrap it up then.
Yeah. Anyway, at least with bungee jumping, like I was saying, I'm literally connected to a string. There's a string connecting me from my legs to something. You know. I mean,
Aren't there any bungee jumping accidents that happen?
yeah.
Yeah.
There was
There are two, though, right?
there's this in the same bridge that I actually jumped off from, right? There's somebody that literally, I guess whoever was working that day just wasn't paying attention. He tied the cord too short and too tight. That literally it bounced the person back up too quick and too fast that he hit the bridge underneath the bridge.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, he
Okay,
didn't
so
die, but he had like a crazy thing. But
you could
imagine
do that? I mean,
Huh?
why would you could tie it tight enough that it would be short?
Well, if you tie it, from the way I remember it, it was explained. If a cord is tied too tight, the tension is tighter. So it literally pulls you back or it bounces back quicker.
No, I'm thinking like for every person that jumps off to bungee jump, they have to adjust it because of the person's weight? Or why would they need to
Well,
adjust
I
it
don't
to-
know, but whoever that person probably screwed up in some way. Whoever what the attendant was, you know? I mean, there's also instances where the cord might be too loose or whatever, where the jumper jumps down and then head goes into the water real quick and then comes back out. You know, that's a major whiplash, or you can drown somebody that way.
So when you jumped off, you got pushed from behind by your brother, kicked
Yeah.
from the back, and then you dipped in the water?
No, I mean, no. It was just there was like there's a river underneath me, but I didn't go all the way down. It's just I just ended up bouncing and whatnot.
Oh, because
There
that
was a
would be
big-
so cool if you do touch the water. You'd be like a little dumpling that gets dumped in the soy sauce or suka, twink. All right, let's wrap this up. I want to watch the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard
Okay.
documentary on Netflix.
Well, I guess
And
we're
get
done
my-
for the day.
Buko juice.
Well, anyway, today was a little interesting, to be honest with you. I'm going to go back to the recording. I'm going to look at what happened here and where we went wrong, and we'll see what happens. Anyway,
I'll tell you what it is, though. I think it's there's no coffee. I haven't had coffee yet. I don't know if that's a thing,
well,
but I mean,
it's
if I
not
think
that
of
too,
anything,
dude. You're killing yourself with all this staying up late and all that stuff. Can I
If there's
remind you of
anything-
something?
what is it?
Oh, you haven't seen the other upload that I did, have you?
No.
It's just a short, you know.
Okay.
It's basically titled "Time Travel" or
Okay.
"Just Old."
Okay. What
There's
about it?
There's 148 views in that thing. So, you're old. You can't be like staying up that late all the time. As much
Thank
as you
you
want to
for-
believe that you're still a young kid and whatnot.
Thank you
Man.
for reminding me.
Yeah. I have to remind you because I'm older. I learned from experience. I gotta take
Yeah.
a nap in the middle of the freaking day just to be able to survive a night. You think I'll be okay right now if I didn't nap earlier? I made sure to drag my daughter up at nap time. I'm like, come on, daddy needs to take a nap too. I gotta record later. That took a 30, 40 minutes.
Nagtanong pa naman ako kagabi sa kanya.
Oh,
Sabi ko, are you ready for the podcast tomorrow? Sabi ko gano'n. Sumagot siya. Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Tapos nagulat ako ngayon, parang inaantok.
I'm not. I even woke up early for it.
no, that's you 2 days in a row sleeping like that and then waking up late, thinking like you're still 22 years old. Your body and your system doesn't work like that anymore, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta adjust. We are at the time of our life where we have to play catch up. And when I mean catch up, not catch up on life, catch up on our body.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
telling you, it sucks, bro. I wish I could be kidding when earlier today, I
Mm.
purposely ate my lunch quick and then grabbed my daughter's milk. And I'm like,
Mhm.
"Come on, baby, let's go upstairs. I'm really tired. I want a nap. I got to record later." I wish I was kidding.
Remind me. My son says, "Why you come over here to sleep?"
Right? That sucks, dude. I mean, that whole thing about finding a place to take a nap in Disney World. I wish I was kidding. This sucks, bro. Anyway, that's what happens when you're old. But the upside for us Filipinos with being old, look at us. Still look good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, good job on the edits, huh?
Whatever. All right, man. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. Hope you guys catch us again next time. Episode 69, down the books. Thank you for joining us. This is the Flip Side with Jay and Noel. My name is Jay.
My name is Noel.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Say bye.
Take care, Care Bear.
You can catch the full episodes on youtube.com at The Flip Side with Jay and Noel. Full episodes uploaded every Wednesdays and Saturdays.